In this edition of City News, find out why the mayor of Hawthorne addressed a large crowd at the Memorial Center. Also learn why it's highly important to recycle. Plus, we'll take you to see what school earned yet another recognition. These stories and much more coming up on City News. Hello and welcome to City News. I'm Jennifer Murillo. The Hawthorne Chamber of Commerce hosted Hawthorne's annual State of the City address and luncheon. Mayor Alex Vargas spoke on all the things that happened last year and what we can look forward to this year.
I just want to go ahead and let you know that we're happy to report that the city of Hawthorne continues to grow and prosper in many ways.
The complete State of the City address will be broadcasted on HCTV and on YouTube at Hawthorne Community Television. California has a goal to achieve a 75% recycling rate by 2020. All of Hawthorne's recycling is sent to the Republic Services post-collection facility in Anaheim. Kim Becker explains the process.
The Anaheim Post Collection is run by Republic Services and receives 500 to 600 tons of residential blue can recyclables a day, including all of the curbside recycling from Hawthorne.
And it comes in a 40-footer, it unloads there, goes there, we inspect the load for contaminants and take pictures if it's really bad, send it back to the transfer station.
The process of recycling begins when the materials are sent to the metering bins and spread out along the conveyor belts to be easily sifted through.
And then it goes up to the pre-sort, where those people are picking out the obvious contaminants, the trash, the rubber hoses, the lighting.
The materials then go through large machinery that separates the different types of recyclables and puts them into bales weighing anywhere from 1,200 to 2,000 pounds.
We do aluminum, PET, the water bottles, Coke bottles. We do HDPE, which is your milk jugs and your Tide bottles. Most of that is domestic, sold domestically. And we do on a monthly basis, we do about 8,000 to 9,000 tons of outbound material.
The recycling process is extensive and requires hundreds of labor workers. Republic Services is the second largest pre-processing facility in North America, and 30 to 35% of what they receive is contaminated.
The clothing, the textiles, the balls, the Christmas tree, all that stuff doesn't belong in there, and it really contaminates the rest of the material.
Even the smallest amount of food residue contaminates an otherwise recyclable product.
And one of the things we really want with the food containers is to empty it out, clean it, and dry it so it doesn't contaminate the rest of it.
To learn how to be a better recycler and get tips on what you can do to help Republic Services and the whole recycling process, visit www.cityofhawthorne.org/recycling. For HCTV, I'm Kim Becker.
Hawthorne's Waste and Recycling newsletter also includes information on how to separate materials and be a better recycler. There's a program in which the youth have a chance to play some soccer while learning from a professional team. Tony Long Jr. shows us how.
Major League Soccer's Los Angeles Galaxy, along with the Hawthorne Police Department, hosted a grassroots soccer evening of programming on the futsal courts of Hawthorne Memorial Park.
We've been a partner with LA Galaxy from the very beginning. We were responsible for talking them into this great idea, and they joined with us as a partnership, and we were able to bring a safe space for our kids to come and play soccer.
Local children got a chance to participate in a soccer clinic being facilitated by LA Galaxy Camps and Clinics.
The clinic consists of under 18 all the way down to 2 3-year-olds. What we're doing right now, we're working on dribbling skills, passing skills, shooting, possession games, so this way the kids can get an idea what the professionals do.
Director Felipe Gonzalez, who has been involved in the sport for a long time, ran the clinics.
I love soccer. I've been playing it since I was 6 years old, and coming out here and helping the kids out, it's just an amazing experience for me, because as a coach, I want to help the kids reach their dreams.
Brian and David have participated in other Galaxy clinics.
It's been fun. It's been going well. I learned a lot of things, playing with older people, knowing them.
I feel like home, you know what I mean? It's like they make me feel much better about loving soccer even more. Contribute more, let's meet new people, meet new friends and stuff like that.
Parent Carlos Chavez brought his 2 sons to the clinic for the first time.
I like it because it's a lot of kids could be stars, and they are basically in the street, and maybe they find out.
According to Gonzalez, about 60 participants came for the soccer clinic. For HCTV, This is Tony Long Jr.
For more information, visit the LA Galaxy website at www.lagalaxy.com. A local high school recently earned the title of a model school for the second consecutive time. R.K. Lloyde Continuation High School was announced as one of 31 schools named a 2019 Model Continuation High School by State Superintendent of Public Instruction, Tony Thurmond.
We're very lucky and feel very proud to be named a model continuation school in the state of California. It's great.
Lloyde was selected out of a total of 435 continuation high schools for their innovative teaching approaches that enable students with diverse and challenging needs to complete their high school education.
We have really smart kids. They're great. They just needed a different environment, a different opportunity to be successful. And that's what we're trying to provide those students.
For the students, I know it's much more because they have close-knit relationships with the teachers, with other students, and they're able to, I guess, apply what the model continuation model is in essence.
The 5 areas that stood out the most to the visiting committee from the California Department of Education were a new class named Blueprints 2, which helps students begin to think of life after high school, teachers' care, the administration support to students and parents, Canvas, where students implement online learning management, the elective options available, and the safety team that support and lend a helping hand when in need.
It feels good knowing that I'm in a safe environment and that I can come to school and work towards my goal of graduation.
They actually do care about the students, and then they'll help you to just finish your work so you can graduate earlier or just on time.
I like the Chromebooks, I like the teachers. I like how it's just very small so you can get a lot of work done than the actual base high school.
Principal Ben Wardrop says that along with many new programs that they've implemented, like blueprints and college-level courses, the success of this school comes down to one thing.
We're really lucky to have a lot of really skilled and adults that care about the school as a whole. That's what makes it great.
In addition to getting students through high school, Principal Wardrop says their other goal is to have each and every student be positive members of this community. To learn more about Lloyde, visit their website at www.lloydhs.org. Coming up next on City News, discover how area students are learning to overcome challenges. Also see what turned an elementary school cafeteria into a packed house full of parents. There's more news ahead. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Students from the Weisborn School District participated in its first ever Hacka Challenge at the Da Vinci High School. Abby Gremion has the latest.
This wasn't your typical Saturday morning in Hawthorne. Instead of cartoons, these area students were learning about STEM in the first annual Hacka Challenge at the Da Vinci School.
A hackathon, but a Hacka Challenge. A hackathon is more of a competition. Here we wanted just to get the kids exposed to coding, designs, and everything.
Participants ranged in age from 5th grade through 8th grade from Dana Middle School. Hands-on challenges were presented that promoted brainstorming and teamwork.
My own students, I want them to feel what outreach feels like. I mean, Weisborn approached us and said they wanted to do this cool event. We are a project-based school, and this fit right in line with what we already do, and so my kids jumped on the opportunity.
The high school volunteers led the participants by example, sharing why it is important to give back academically.
I really enjoy the process of kind of figuring things out and the troubleshooting, and then the kind of satisfaction that you get after you finish something. The way Da Vinci is doing these events is a really good example of our iterative design process and just the way that we do things here, because it's more big picture. It's just giving them kind of a glimpse as to what they would do in the 3 schools, but it's kind of unified.
A unified activity for kids to get a sneak peek at the future of their education. For HCTV, I'm Abby Gremion.
For more information about the Da Vinci schools and programs, visit their website at www.davincischools.org. The annual program that celebrates African American history returns. Tony Long Jr. has the story.
Students got a chance to showcase their vocal talents in this year's African American History program at Kornblum Elementary School, as this year's theme is Motown.
It was really a culmination of all of the studies that we've done for the whole month of February. It was perfect. We planned it for the last day because the students really got to know about the history and what it is all about and how all the great music really comes from Motown.
Third grade teacher Angela Reed had her class not only singing, but also moving in rhythm to a cadence of African music.
I have my students, a few of my students, we did an African dance with Mother Pearl, Beat the Drum, so I just wanted to incorporate something very original into the Black History program.
Maria Diana Reyes had her special needs class join in on the fun as they performed Michael Jackson's I'm Bad.
I made it about having fun and celebrating themselves, and it was just a party for them, and they did amazing in my view.
It doesn't get old for Kyra when it comes to performing in front of her mother.
It felt fun because I used to perform in front of my mom in kindergarten, and I would have like a little skirt on, and we would dance in Miss Mathis' class.
According to Cornbloom principal Marissa Stewart, the event itself is planned to be outside next year in order to have more space for parents to come and watch. For HCTV, this is Tony Long Jr.
For more information on other events, visit the website listed on the screen. Families raced to Washington Elementary for an eventful night.
Families raced to the starting line for the third annual The Amazing Washington Math Race.
We really want to encourage our families to view school as somewhere fun that they can learn and enjoy.
The participants ran from class to class, solving math problems tailored for the different grade levels.
We have some emoji puzzles that they have to sort of figure out what each picture symbolizes a number. We have a Connect 4 game where they get to roll the dice and they get to multiply or add depending on the grade level.
I liked how I got to do like all these activities and math. Like it was fun, and I got to test my knowledge.
Though some math stations were more difficult than others, all the participants had one goal in mind: to win first place.
My strategy was to help my brother so we could go on faster room by room. So I was running with my brother so I can catch up and win. The room was a little tricky, but I did it.
The kids raced to the finish line where one student took home the coveted prize.
I feel happy.
Our first place winner won a $40 gift card to Target, and then everyone's entered into a raffle that comes and participates.
At the end of the race, all the participants received a medal and took home games to continue playing and learning at home.
To learn more about future events at Washington Elementary School, visit their website at www.hsdwashington.org. The City of Hawthorne and the Los Angeles County Fire Department will be hosting a free community emergency response training. The training course will be a series of 3 classes on Saturday, April 27th, May 4th, May 11th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Hawthorne Memorial Center. To register, email Neil Gaffney at ngaffney@cityofhawthorne.org or call him at 310-349-1685. Keep it right here on Channel 22 for these future city news stories. Find out what an astronaut spoke about at Space Science Day, and see why the Historical Society cooked up a pancake breakfast. That does it for this edition of City News. Thanks for watching. If you have any story ideas, please call us at 310-349-1630 or email us at hdtv@hawthorneca.gov. Don't forget you can watch City News online on YouTube by searching Hawthorne Community Television. We'll leave you now with more footage from the Galaxy Community Clinic. See you next time.